caller says they think they're on the 3rd floor. They're not sure what stairwell's nearby, and they don't know what entrance responders should use. They just heard what they thought was a gunshot, and now people are running, hiding under desks. And that's all the caller knows. But the building may know a lot more. The access control system knows which doors were forced open. Fire alarm system may know which detector activated. The elevator system knows which cars are operating and which floor that they're located on. And the video system can indicate where people are moving through hallways. Wi-Fi networks know where user devices are associated, so the building already possesses many of the details that responders need. The problem is the building isn't calling 911, the person is. And unless those two sources of information come together, the public may only get half the information to public safety. And that's coming up next on TiPS Today in Public Safety.
Welcome to TiPS Today in Public Safety, your go-to podcast for today's breaking stories in public safety news. Here's your host, Fletch, with today's tips.
Welcome to TiPS Today in Public Safety. This is Fletch, and I'm a NENA certified ENP. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on TiPS, we talk about the technical, operations, policies, and people behind emergency communications. On Wednesday's episode, we talked about the last 100 feet. We talked about how an address gets responders to a building, but not necessarily to the people who need help. Today, we're going one step further, because once emergencies are inside buildings, the caller may not be the only source of useful data. In fact, the caller might not even be the best source for some of the details responders need. But that's not because the caller is doing something wrong. They may be frightened, injured, or hiding, or they may only see a small piece of a much larger event. Meanwhile, the building around them is generating information from dozens of connected IoT systems. So the question is not whether the building has data. Yeah, most modern buildings have got tons of it. The real question is whether that information can reach public safety in a form that's useful, understandable, and actionable. Callers only know what they can see. Yeah, the caller remains one of the most important sources of information in any emergency. They can tell the telecommunicator what they heard, what they saw, what they smell, and where the threat was last observed. And they can describe what's happening around them right now. But callers have natural limitations. A person may say they're near the back entrance, even though the building has got 4 different rear doors. And they may say they're on the 2nd floor when the building identifies that same level as a mezzanine. And they may know they're near a conference room, but have no idea which room it is. They don't know that the nearest stairwell is locked. They don't know that an elevator has been placed out of service. And they've got no idea that the smoke they see actually originated 2 floors below. They can only describe their experience, and what they can't do is see the entire facility. But the building can. Buildings are already producing clues. Modern buildings are constantly producing operational information. Access control knows which doors are open, when badges have been used, and when an entrance has been forced. Video systems can watch lobbies, hallways, parking areas, stairwells, and common places. Fire alarm systems knows